What's up? It's your boy Kevin to turn on this motherfucking YouTube shit. This is serious. Wow, what the fuck?
What's up? It's your boy Kevin to on YouTube shit. Hey man, say man, we are Little team man, turn. Today, to motherfucking day, straight here outside big crib. The biggest crib out here. Gang shit, you know what I'm saying? Outside. Hey man, say man, let's get into this video, man. Free Palestine! Free Congo! Russia, do your thing! Texas, stand the fuck up! It's our time to shine in this bitch, man. Hey man, Sam, I hope y'all enjoy these videos, man. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Stay in tune into what's going on. Your boy do be moving at a fast speed, but I do need time to rest. You know what I'm saying? The best do need time to rest. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I gotta get that little mental mind frame rest up, and we back out here like we ain't never left. Like that all that. You know what I'm saying? So, I hope y'all enjoy these videos, man. Support your boy, share the video out, get the word out, positivity, nothing but positivity, gang. Come to you as a Hebrew Israelite, as a Jew, man, as a real one, man. And a lot of people ain't that real like me. You know what I'm saying? They're just facts, gang. Let's join into this bitch. Alright. Today, it's a motherfucking day, straight here outside big crib. Alright, gang, let's get into this bitch, man. So we been talking about this shit, man, off the crib. Julian Newman. Julian motherfucking Newman. Now, I've been wondering this, man. What happened to Julian Newman? Y'all know we fuck with the Newmans. His dad was cool. He was legit. He kind of reminded me of LeVar Ball. I used to always like LeVar Ball. That nigga was crazy. He said crazy shit, but everybody listened to it. His sister, she had her own mixtape one time. She thought she was going to the NBA. Shit, I mean, she thought, yeah, I'm finna have my own Baller's Life career mixtape. I'm like, damn, okay, I see you. Fuck they talking about? Julian Newman going crazy, scoring 91 points in high school, looking like he gonna be the next IT Nate Robinson in this bitch. But for some reason, it just did not pan out. You know what I'm saying? I say this about the NBA, man. It's weird. You know what I'm saying? When you ain't got no personality, you know what I'm saying? And we got exceptions for like LaMelo Ball and a couple few others. When you ain't got no personality and you in that position, I think it's more easier for you to make it to the NBA. Yeah, be like, yeah, but you gotta have a name, you gotta have this and that. Do y'all not understand how these coaches be looking for talent? These niggas are looking for talent. If you in college, 9 times out of 10, you in a good, successful college, they looking for you. You know what I'm saying? They might not even know their name until the draft. They might pick you up. You feel me? But that success before you make it to the draft is insane, because I think basketball is really big on image. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, once you make it to the NBA, okay, that's the GG. You can do whatever the fuck you want to almost. You know what I'm saying? Just not do retarded shit. But it's like, when you going into that shit, I think they worry really big about image. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have anger issues, you get in trouble with, like, rape cases or, like, drugs and shit, they'll look at you, and it make it harder for you to get drafted. You know what I'm saying? Unless you just Kobe 2.0 on that bitch, they turn the blood out to you. Every fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? But if you on some Julian Newman type of level, unfortunately, you get caught with anger issues, it just don't work out your way. You know what I'm saying? You ain't Draymond Green. So, it took Draymond Green to win like 3-4 championships for him to be Draymond Green. You know what I'm saying? So, we got the videos. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. We're going to learn a little bit more about Julian Newman and what really happened to Julian Newman. You know we fuck with the Newmans, but hey, let's see what's going on. And y'all be like, wait a minute. What about he played against Play Reaction Cash Nasty? We ain't talking about those. We talking about the games, NBA. You dig?
11-year-old Julian Newman has found out firsthand the power of the internet.
Bro, what happened to Julian Newman, man?
Internet by stalking their incredible dribbling skills.
He's been goated.
Julian, he's been playing varsity basketball since the 5th grade. Unbelievable.
That is unreal. Julian is already thinking college ball. He said he wants to play for John Calipari and the defending champion Kentucky Wildcats and wants to be like he was Chris Paul one day.
Basketball means a lot to me. I want to one day see the NBA and hope I accomplish that. So.
His dad, he had a sister who was trying to play basketball.
Around a decade ago, those viral videos on the internet we saw of this little kid putting on a show with
Who
the
remember his
basketball.
sister?
Julian Newman was thrusted to the top of the basketball world and was projected to be the next big thing in the NBA when he was just 11 years
Yep,
old.
he was.
But fast forward more than 10 years later, it all seems to have gone down the drain, as Julian Newman hasn't even made it to the NBA. In fact, he hasn't come close. But what exactly happened? How did he go from the most talked about to almost forgotten? Well, the answer to that question may just shock you. Why was Julian Newman an internet celebrity?
What happened? How did that even happen?
See, to understand how he got there, you have to understand how it all started. At the tender age of just 3, Julian Newman was already getting familiar with the game of basketball.
At 3 years old.
He grew up in a basketball-loving family as his father also played, although he didn't go pro in the NBA. Under the intense training of his father, Jamie, Newman's dedication became evident as he routinely shot 100 free throws, 200 floaters, and 200 jump shots daily. You've got to teach him young, right? The spotlight found him in 2012 for his viral highlight videos on YouTube as a 5th grader when he played varsity basketball for Downey Christian School. His extraordinary skills sparked both admiration and criticism, creating a polarized view of his potential. Some touted him as a child prodigy and a very good prospect, and others, well, criticized the way he was marketed at a very young age. After initially attending public schools, Newman transferred to Downey Christian School, a small private school in Orlando, Florida, after his father began coaching basketball and teaching history at the school. In his early years, Newman's success was undeniable. As an 11-year-old 4'5" point guard, he led Downey Christian to a 21-6 record, averaging 12.4 points, 11 assists, and 4.3 steals per game through his first 3 starts, earning attention from major media outlets. As a 5th grader, he initially began playing basketball.
I mean, he better than niggas who come on the court just to hoop, but
immediate
shit.
success, scoring as many as 91 points in a game,
What was
he was
this?
promoted to the varsity team. Yeah, 91 points. Entering middle school, Newman's stats continued to dazzle. Averaging 17
91
points per game
points
in
is
6th
crazy.
grade, a highlight video of Newman posted to YouTube by recruiting website Scouts Focus went viral during this period, receiving over 3.5 million views. He soon began making national headlines, including in Sports Illustrated and the New York Times, for being a 5th grader playing varsity basketball. He even made television appearances on popular shows like Steve Harvey, The Ellen DeGeneres Show, Good Morning America, and other programs. He was also invited to perform at halftime during an Orlando Magic NBA game. The hype reached new heights as he scored 52 points in a headline-grabbing matchup with top recruit Kyrie Walker. His highlight video from the game received over 13 million views on YouTube. He was dubbed the best 6th grade basketball player you've ever seen by the Huffington Post. Newman's 7th grade season saw him labeled as the most marketed 12-year-old basketball player globally. He finished with impressive averages of 19.8 points, 10.2 assists, and 4.3 rebounds per game. As a 7th grader in 2015, Newman became the youngest player to reach 1,000, living up to the hype. His promising rise continued in 8th grade, where he averaged 23.9 points, 11.4 assists, and 3.6 rebounds, solidifying his status as a high school basketball phenomenon. But the efforts to market Newman's career were criticized by some media outlets who compared him to a child star. But the efforts were certainly gaining attention with millions of views on his videos. By his sophomore year in high school, Newman had broken the Florida Prep scoring record, accumulating 3,873
Damn.
total points. For his senior season, he transferred to Prodigy Prep, a new school based in Orlando created by his father, who would coach the basketball team.
And what happened?
Newman graduated high school in 2020. After a 7-year-long varsity basketball career, he finished with 6,246 total points. This lands him at number 4 overall on the nation's all-time boys leading scorers list.
Damn, he still didn't get
That
picked
point
up?
total includes Newman's years on varsity from 2013 to 2020. Newman is also the nation's all-time 3-points leader, 1,178, and the nation's all-time assists leader, 2,211. But here's where the tide began to shift for Julian Newman. See, despite the accolades, the hype around him began to wane, with major ranking platforms overlooking him for the class of 2020.
He's too damn small.
While he maintained impressive individual stats in high school, the hype that surrounded him during his earlier years had diminished, and Newman would soon find out that it takes more than just viral YouTube highlights to get into the NBA. As Newman's high school career concluded, college was definitely supposed to be his next chapter, but his dreams of college basketball or making it to the NBA just stopped. I mean, how did a promising talent go under the rug just like that? But here's the thing. The reasons behind his lack of offers and his decision to bypass college for overseas play were clouded in uncertainty. There were claims by his father that Newman had 15 D1 offers, but Newman himself has described it differently. He also revealed that the boy wanted to play overseas in either Germany, China,
Why?
Italy, the G League, or Australia, so
Why?
that he could prepare himself for the NBA draft.
Oh,
But
okay.
aside from the fact that the plan was for him to skip college, height, shot creation, competition, performance, and attitude emerged as critical factors contributing to his downfall. Standing at 5 feet 5 inches to 5 feet 7 inches tall, you could tell that Newman is a short player and that he would inevitably face challenges due to his height. Critics argued that his stature would make him a target for taller and more physical players, impacting his performance in higher level competitions. You might point to the fact that he is small as his limitation, but he's also unathletic. We've seen small players like Nate Robinson at
Yeah, he
5'9"
made it.
dunk with ease and block shots with ease. But Newman can't jump like that. Newman's playing style, characterized by contested deep threes and
Nate Robinson's a freak of
shot
nature.
selection, drew criticism. Lots of it. He takes the most horrible shots while he's playing. He ball hogs his way to making these awful contested deep three-point shots and contested mid-range shots.
Damn.
He plays for the camera, obviously, and never takes any good shots, which puts his team in difficult situations most of the times. That brand of basketball is nice on the streets, but won't land you anywhere near an actual NBA contract. The talents are there, no doubt, but his other quote-unquote strength, his dribbling, isn't even a strength. He shows off complex dribble moves, but if you notice, he never creates any space. You could say he's more of a Harlem Globetrotter than an NBA prospect. While he's 5 feet past the three-point line, you'll notice he can't really get by his man with any basic moves when he plays good competition. This is because he's slow and unathletic, as well as having small strides. In college and NBA, the fewer dribbles you take to beat your man, the better player you will be. That's the name of the game in the NBA, with guys like Steph and Kyrie being such great handlers because of the few dribbles they need to catch their man slipping. Newman couldn't even score in high school with simple moves, let alone being able to do it at the collegiate level. He could also struggle to make shots at the rim because of his small height, and he has been shown getting blocked when he goes there. His jump shot is weird. He starts his form from his chest and has questionable release. His dad has stood by him and encouraged him to take these shots, which is not great either. Julian Newman's struggles against top-tier competition raised doubts about his readiness for the next level. If you saw the game against IMG Academy, he was shut down even when IMG weren't even giving it their all. Not to mention that his team looked levels better when Newman was off the court versus when he was on it. The same happened against Spire. Julian Newman got owned by LaMelo Ball, and he wasn't even trying. He didn't even consider him a threat, and Ball was just laughing all through the game. Against top competition, Newman didn't perform to standard. And if you can't perform in high school, there's no way you're getting a shot in the NBA. There's also the issue of Newman's on-court antics, including starting fights and creating drama, reflected negatively on his character. Coaches, players, and analysts called him out for it. In high school, more storylines started to prevail about his shady attitude. Remember when he threw a chair at a player during the IMG game?
A major brawl broke out afterwards between little Julian and the IMG Giants. From what we can see, iPhones were flapping about everywhere, and we even saw Julian pick up and chuck a chair at one of IMG's players.
Or when he got in a fight in practice? I mean, Julian acts like he's the top dog when in reality he's not. His attitude alone would scare away college scouts and potential suitors. As of now, Julian Newman resides in Las Vegas, away from the basketball spotlight. Despite a lack of recent competitive play, he
Damn,
remains
Julian
active
Newman,
on
you know,
social media.
they do be
Teasing the
tripping about
launch
the
of a
attitude
YouTube channel
shit.
into a one-on-one show titled Beat Julian Newman.
If you got a bad
Participants
attitude,
offer for a shot in the G
and you
League
barely
remains
making
a
it
potential
shit.
opportunity for Newman to revive his basketball aspirations. While his path to professional basketball remains uncertain, Newman expresses a determination to pursue his dream. His involvement in his family's clothing company, Brand Prodigy, and various sponsorship deals provide alternative income streams. While his story is all centered around a monumental decline in the realm of sports, we'll always remember Julian Newman as that one kid back in the day that had quite the journey as a child prodigy. I mean, I can still go back and watch those flashy highlights of him as an 11 and 12-year-old and be entertained. But drop your thoughts and opinions.
So what's that, bro? Looks like a pothead now. Oh my gosh, no, this is crazy.
What is this, Subway rats?
Subway rats? Mom ain't paying that crap no mind. She know they both corny. And that's what I'm saying, okay? I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks. It's just straight up corny now.
Nigga said Subway rats.
So late Saturday night, as I was watching the Kentucky and Auburn basketball game, I had this thought that randomly came to my mind. Where in the crap is Julian Newman?
Facts.
And if you've been following the channel for a very long time now, you would know it seems like we make this video one time per year and also around the same time of the year. And it also seems like every single year that slowly but surely goes by, he slightly becomes more irrelevant. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I don't have any ill will towards him whatsoever. That's just reality. We're not here to make this some type of what happened to Julian Newman video because there's thousands, and I mean literally thousands of those on YouTube. So if you want to see that, you can go check out a different video for yourself. If you want a what happened video, you know what? Let's do it. It's relatively simple. He was a middle school phenom, extremely talented, extremely skilled, and he never grew, therefore
But that
he
makes no
never played
sense.
college basketball. End of story.
He
That's
gets
what
that many
happened to Julian
man,
Newman.
sometimes
Unfortunately,
it
this goes to prove that life isn't fair.
Yep.
His body frame, it just wasn't made to play basketball.
Nope.
And I've low-key
He should've
always
played
felt bad
soccer.
for Julian Newman, and I've always had a soft spot for him because I don't feel like he gets the recognition and the credit that he deserves. Maybe that's because his dad came off as cocky, or maybe that's even because Julian Newman came off as cocky, but I always believe I'm going to call it a act, quote unquote, that he portrayed on social media. That's all it was, an act. Deep down, seems like a cool guy to hang out with. We all remember the Newman show they had, and come on now, you can tell his dad was forcing him to say a lot of that stuff. And I also think another reason Julian Newman got so much hate is because he was popping off before social media was even a real thing. He was going on the Ellen show, he was on magazines, he was getting article after article written about him, so he was the only person that people could hate on. And what happened to him, like I was saying, is when he was 11, 12 years old and he was in middle school, yes, he was a really good basketball player. He worked extremely hard and his skill set was far beyond everybody else's. But what happened? He stopped growing and all the other kids that were in 7th and 8th grade, 9th grade, they got better and they caught up to him and many of them passed him. But I do want to give him his credit early on in this video because I don't care what any of you say, he was extremely skilled and extremely
He really
talented.
was.
The problem is you weren't comparing him to your average high school basketball player. You were comparing him to an NBA player or a college player, and that's
Low
not
key,
fair.
'cause that's what I was
And
trying to
can tell you
say he
this
was.
much, the only, and I mean one of the only differences from a D3 player, a D2 player, and a D1 player is size. That's it. They're all relatively on the same skill level. It's the same thing with the NBA. I'll use Mac McClung as an example. Who's more skilled, Mac McClung or Ben Simmons?
Ben
exactly.
Simmons.
You know who's more skilled.
Ben Simmons.
It's Mac McClung. Period. The end. But unfortunately, Matt McClung's only 6'2", and
Wait,
Ben Simmons
what?
is he, like 6'9", 6'10"? Ben Simmons got blessed with a body
Ben
that's
Simmons
perfect
way
for the
more-
NBA, and Matt McClung
but
did
more-
not.
way more better
Therefore,
than
that's why
McClung.
Ben Simmons got a real legit shot at the NBA, and Matt McClung has
Ben
not
Simmons
yet,
just fucked up and
probably
got
never
injured.
will. Just due to reasons we're not going to get into in this video. And I don't mean anything controversial, I just mean he's short, period, the end. Getting that out the way though, I say all that to say this. Where in the crap is Julian Newman? And when I say where in the crap is Julian Newman, I genuinely mean it because I have no idea. I didn't do any research before this video because I plan on doing this video the same way we did the video on him either 2 summers ago. Was it 2 summers ago or last summer? I don't know. If you saw the video, you know what I'm talking about. We're going to try to find out where Julian Newman is and live in current time and also see what in the world he's been up to. If you know anything about his whereabouts, what he's doing, feel free to let us know down below. We're going to start off with his Instagram because I can bet your best bet he's still posting promos, sponsorships, and stuff on his story there because that's how he makes his money, or at least that's how he was making his money years ago, and I don't think he's going to stop that. All right, got his Instagram pulled up, and immediately in his bio, he has athlete in there, no problem with that, and then he has him with a period, and I really don't want to go on a rant tangent here, but any person that calls himself him, that is the opposite of being him. Am I the only one who thinks when people say, I'm him, it's kind of cringy?
Maybe a little bit. Sometimes
it depends. If you got it in your Instagram bio, you're definitely not him, but let's continue along here. Actually, let's start off with his Instagram stories because I want to see what these are about. Okay, first one I see. He's still reposting stuff like he's in middle school. I got $1,000 for anybody who don't talk down on me behind my back. Gosh, man, what are we doing, buddy? Julian, ain't you like... Wait a minute. Now I think about it, isn't Julian Newman pushing 30 now? I don't know.
Shut the fuck up, nigga.
Yeah, he's been out of high school for a few years. Yeah, he definitely got to be close to 30.
He like 22, 23,
then he posted a video saying early bird gets the whatever he said, talking about early bird gets the worm. Dude, he reminds me of all... No. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We're about to get into. We all went to high school with a couple of guys like Julian Newman, how they act on social media. You know what I'm talking about on Snapchat? All them dudes posting those inspirational NBA YoungBoy quotes. I'm just thinking back on it. It'd be a picture of NBA YoungBoy with a cheeseburger. It has got some quote that's not even from NBA YoungBoy. It's like a quote from Abraham Lincoln. Okay, sorry, Matt, lock in. Sorry about that. On a serious note here, that's who Julian Newman is, or at least that's what he's acting like. You got people posting stuff like, they hating on me, but when they see me in person, they don't say nothing type ish. Just, dude, shut up. You don't have any haters, bro. Nobody knows you. Oh, my God. Here we go, another one. Imagine thinking you're not doing it right just because people said so. You know somebody like Julian Newman. Now he's posting his boy's song, which I'm not even going to listen to, hyping him up. Well, we all know it's trash. All right, here we go. We got a Instagram story ad.
But then they nigga,
hey. Check it out. No free promo. I'm actually going to block out their name. If you never ran it back up from 0, we are not the same. I ain't going to hold ya. This is just sad at this point. This is a grown man. He's pushing 30. Still posting on social media these corny, inspirational quotes. It's very, how do I say this? It's not a bad thing. It's just cornballish behavior.
But
and
like
that is just
23,
all
24,
what he has
bro.
posted in
Come
the
on,
past
man.
24 hours on his Instagram story. So who knows what he's been posting over the past year or two. I assume it's stuff similar to that. As you saw as well, he was also doing some story shout-outs, so congratulations to him for getting the bag. Good news is we're done with those cringy stories. The bad news is we're about to take a look at his Instagram profile. Here we go again. Another corny inspirational quote. Sometimes people hate you because of the way other people love you. Alright, Julian Newman. I'm gonna keep it a Fortnite V-Buck with you, buddy. If you would have posted this in like 2015, I wouldn't have said anything. Because people did hate you back then. But it's 2020, I was about to say 2020, 2024. Matt, lock in, sorry. It is 2024. Nobody hates you anymore. Back then, I give it to you, okay? People were preying on your downfall. But now, I ain't never heard of Julian Newman slander. Maybe it does happen. Maybe I'm out of the loop. But as far as I know, it doesn't happen. And I know there's going to be people watching this video that you disagree with what I'm saying. You say, Matt, why post stuff like that? And just hear me out. I can't exactly remember where I heard this. I wish I could take credit for it, but I can't. Way too many people like you to be focusing on the people that don't like you. And I agree with that 10,000%. There's no reason to focus on the haters because you got too many people that do
They should
like
play
you
football,
and they do
huh?
love you and want to see you succeed. It still seems like even to this day, Julian Newman is caught up on people just don't like him and he's trying to play like this underdog mentality. Oh, no, man. Literally, the next picture. We got Julian Newman in the G-Wagon doing a money spread. Now, that's crazy. The car's cool and I'll give him that. And I don't want to sound like a straight-up nerd here because it doesn't bother me one way or another. But I just think it's weird how in society we, I guess you'd say, applaud money spreads and flexing off these $300,000 G-Wagons and all this money and pictures and whatnot because we want validation from others, because that's what it is. You want to show others, hey, I'm a big baller, I'm getting all the bread, I'm the top G. That's what you're trying to do when you post a picture like this. And I'm not even just talking about Julian Newman here, I'm talking about in general when anybody does it. You want validation from other people and you just want people to know you got some money, which to me in itself, as I've gotten older and slightly matured a little bit, is also a weird concept because I'd rather people think I'm broke. I don't care if you think I got money or not. Me personally, a good reference here, I'm trying to be like Adam Sandler. You know what I think's cool? Not flexing $50,000, but investing that money. And I don't want y'all to get me twisted here. You should enjoy life. You should spend your money on whatever makes you happy, and you should have fun with it. I know a lot of people out here, their dream car is a Lamborghini or G-Wagon or whatever it is. If that is something you really want, and you work hard and make all the money to buy it, then yes, by all means, go buy that car. I'm not talking about buying a car here or buying a toy or something that makes you happy. I'm talking about I'm tired of society normalizing flexing money. Because number one, like I've said 1,000 times, I don't think it's cool, and I can assure you, if I think it's corny, a lot of other people out here, they think it's corny as well. And I apologize for that whole rant, but it was on my mind, and what we really need to be talking about and teaching our young kids in high school is compound interest and how it can change your life. I'm not going to sit up here and explain compound interest, but just take a look in it for yourself if it does interest you. All right, here we go. Another picture right behind the G-Wagon picture. You know I'm going to spin why you think... You know I'm going to spin why you think I run it up. Hashtag been having, and it's more pictures of him flexing off his $50,000 in cash in front of... I guess it's his G-Wagon, maybe it's his buddy, who knows. And yeah, pretty much the more I see and the more I'm finding out about Julian Newman in just this short little time of research, the more I understand that he is a guy who we went to high school with. You can't make this up. It's a stereotypical guy who had aspirations of making it to the NFL or making it to the NBA, and as soon as it didn't work out, he started chasing the bag, and whole personality has switched into not even a basketball player. It's, oh yeah, I'm all about the bag. I don't care about the haters. They talking behind my back. They behind me for a reason. NBA YoungBoy inspirational quote type of guy. And you're gonna have some people trying to say, Matt, why are you hating on Julian, bro? Wait, I'm not hating on him. At the beginning of this video, I give him a ton of credit. I'm just calling it how I see it.
Yeah, that Julian Newman? What's going on, man? Yeah, what up, man? Hey, turn that up real quick. Yeah, what's that play, man?
What did I just watch? And hold on, I gotta run that back. I'm gonna run it back for you guys. Was that his dad's voice? Hold on, run it back.
Yeah, that Julian Newman? What's going on, man? Yeah, what up, man? Hey, turn that up real quick. Yeah, what's that play?
Yeah, wait a minute. You know that's not me, Julian. I know that's your dad. Let's check on the comments, though. I want to see what people are saying, because I haven't checked out the comment section. They used to say this blank was better than Mello. Bro, we know your pops boy. Yeah, bro, exactly. Okay, I'm not the only one who caught on to that. Someone said bro looks like a pothead now.
Crazy.
Oh, that's crazy. He really got his dad talking like a fat LMFAO. Grab no mind. She know they both corny. And that's what I'm saying. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks he's just straight up corny now. Oh my gosh, no, this is crazy. He looks like he eats Subway rats.
Ain't no damn way, nigga.
If you want to see more, feel free to check it out for yourself. I'm going to YouTube because apparently he has a YouTube channel, and I'm going to try to find it. Wait a minute, what is this? Flight?
Yeah, he played against Flight and Cash.
I'm not even going to watch all of it. I just want to see who won, so I'm going towards the end. All right, yes, so Julian won. Not shocked by that whatsoever because, like I said, Julian can play ball. I know he's not
He can
tall,
play, but shit, on a NBA level?
It also helps out that Flight
It's
reaction
fucking Flight.
trash, but we've been known
Booty
this.
juice.
And I didn't even watch the video because I'm just going to be honest with y'all. I don't care, but without watching it, I'm just going to assume Julian Newman either drove to the goal and shot a layup every single time because Flight Reacts is slow, has slow reaction time, and also he took a lot of threes. I'm trying to find Julian's YouTube channel, though, because apparently he started one of those up. Doesn't really have anything over there. It does have a video with Flight that only has about 1,500 views from 3 weeks ago. So, like I said, he's fell it off into almost complete irrelevancy at this point. I just think people, they don't care because there's nothing to care about. He's no longer a basketball player. Sure, he plays in 1v1s, but I mean, he's not playing for an organization anymore. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't need to do any more research. I've seen enough. I think we're on the same boat here. We know where Julian Newman is now, and we know what he's doing. Pretty much just spamming paid promotions on his Instagram page and Instagram stories. Now, here's the only thing we don't know. How much bread is he attaining from that? I'm not trying to be a pocket watcher or anything like that, but As far as from I can tell, that's the only way he's making money is those paid
Damn.
promotions. And with his engagement being extremely, I'm talking about extremely low, he has, hold on, what is it, like over 600K followers, only gets a couple thousand likes, and I'd assume like 10,000 views per post on his stories. Maybe that's pushing it. Probably only getting 5,000 views a post on his story. I don't think he's going to be charging in the thousands for a paid promotion. If I had to give you my best guess for a story shout out like he does, probably a couple $100, and for a post, maybe like, I don't know, $400, $500. I'm wishing the best of luck though. I want to see everybody succeed. But that now leads us into our next question. How long is this sustainable? Because in reality, it's not. Could he continue to do this for the next couple of years and get by? Yeah, I'm sure of that, just due to all the money he made early on in his social media career with that show. But as far as this goes, for this being a real deal, I guess you'd label as career, and he could still do paid promos on his story 10 years from now, I just don't see it happening. And also, he's sort of having a midlife crisis in his mid-20s. And I do have some empathy for him here because it's difficult. His entire life, all he
When you
has
grow up
known
young, man.
is ball. Basketball, basketball, basketball 24/7. That's all he did. And this is the case for a lot of people because when you dedicate your entire life to a certain sport and you plan on going to college, or you even make it to college and you don't make it to the next level, you don't know what to do.
Yeah, I'm
And I
going
don't
to the
wanna
Big
label it as
Three.
he's in a bad
I'm going to
predicament
the
here, just due to the
real
fact
rec league.
he's obtained so much wealth at a young age. But here's what I will say. I think he's in a tricky predicament. He's just your average Joe now, and that is hard for a lot of people to take in, especially if he was a quote-unquote star in middle school and high school. He's normal, and there's nothing wrong with being normal, but it's weird for Julian Newman because most of his life, he's been a very popular guy that was known for basketball. And really, now that I think about it even more, I'd go so far as to saying it's an identity crisis. He doesn't know who he is. He's still
you
young,
think
though.
so?
Most people don't even know what they want to do at the age of 40. So
I mean,
he's
his
got a lot
dad
of
did
time,
make up his whole
I'm wishing
career.
him best of luck, and I hope he figures it out. And like I was telling you guys earlier, remember what I said about compound interest? If he's smart, he would have been investing all this money he's
Most
made over the
def.
past couple of years.
Most
Now, I
def.
don't want to sit up here and say
Come on,
he's
whole
not
millionaire.
been investing, but I can confidently say it is. He hasn't been investing to his full potential because you see it in his Instagram pictures. In the pictures, at least, he doesn't have that money in the bank. And if it's not in the bank, you can't invest it. And also at the same time, at least according to his Instagram, he has bought a G-Wagon, which is at bare minimum, what, $300,000 car? And not only is it a $300,000 car, but insurance for that car a month is probably around $500. And I'm going to divert back to this.
But I wouldn't even get a
I'm not
G-Wagon.
saying
I wouldn't get a
don't have fun with your
G-Wagon,
money
a
because
Lambo,
that's the point of life. What's the point of making a lot
Corvette,
of money if you're not going
if
to
I
spend
ain't got
it
the money
and have
on
fun
for
with
it. That's
And I know a
expensive.
lot of people also bring up this argument, in which I totally agree with. You'll see somebody get a Lamborghini, and then what happens? It pushes them to work even harder because you have to maintain the
Yeah, it's
payment on the
expensive as
Lamborghini.
hell.
And I can debunk that argument with Julian Newman here because he can't really work. I mean, he doesn't work in general, at least from our knowledge. How's he going to work harder? Is he going to post more paid promotions on Instagram? That's not really
I think he need to go to
work.
more
You do
G
that in-
leagues and rec
How
and
long
little
does it
rec
take to make a
leagues and
paid
shit.
promo? 30
You get paid
seconds.
for that
Wait a minute,
shit.
wait a minute. Hold on. I just saw this picture. This is a recent one from February 10th. Is he hanging out with Yeet? Ah, bro, that ain't Yeet. That's the fake Yeet. That's feet. Man, I
Who's
thought that
his
was
feet?
Yeet for a second. No, it's just one of his friends, I guess, trying to be Yeet. You know what? That's a good way to end off our video. Let me know your thoughts down below. But
Use hydration.
Julian Newman reached the Mount Rushmore of the basketball world at 11 years
Yeah,
old and
he
was
was
being projected as the
crazy.
next big thing to make it to the
Yeah.
NBA. Well, it's been more than a decade, and Julian Newman has yet to make it to an NBA roster. Despite all the hype that surrounded him, he hasn't had the world of attention that he once had.
If this
It's as
shot
if
would've
he's
been nice,
almost
man.
forgotten entirely. But where did Julian Newman go wrong? Did he mess up in his personal life? Why did he not live up to the expectations and promises made about him? These are the things that come to mind when we think about why he's not as popular as he used to be. Rest assured, I have the answer to that question, and it's bound to surprise you. Stay until the end to see me roast the shit out of Julian Newman. But why was he an internet celebrity as a middle schooler anyway? Discovering one's passion at a young age is a rare and beautiful thing. For Julian Newman, it was always about basketball, and it started at the early age of 3 years old. To truly understand the origins of his incredible talent, we must rewind to the very beginning.
What happened
Julian
to
Newman
Julian
grew
Newman,
up in a
man?
basketball-loving family where his dad also played, but he didn't go pro for obvious reasons. Julian's father, Jamie Newman, trained him intensively and at times even a bit exaggerated.
Him and his daughter.
But as a result, Julian would fully commit to basketball. His elementary training regimen consisted of shooting 100 free throws, 200 floaters, and 200 jump shots every single day. When he was in the 5th grade, he began to garner notice all over the internet as a result of his highlight movies that went popular on YouTube. The mere fact that he began playing basketball at the varsity level when he was just 10 years old is sufficient to get enough attention. But from the beginning, the narrative seemed to be divided evenly between the people who loved him and the others who heavily criticized him. Some people considered him to be a gifted kid with great potential, while others disapproved of how he was promoted at a very young age. It all began when Julian Newman transferred to Downey Christian School after his father began coaching basketball and teaching history at the school. At the time, he mainly received praise for his undeniable talent. As an 11-year-old, 4'5" point guard, he led his school to a 21-6 record, averaging 12.4 points, 11 assists, and 4.3 steals per game. As a 5th grader, he initially started playing basketball for the middle school team, but after seeing immediate success and scoring as many as 91 points in a game, he was promoted to the varsity team.
How you score 91 points and still don't make it? What is going
As soon as he
on?
started
91
playing
fucking
varsity
points is
basketball,
crazy.
he became a national sensation, garnering headlines in publications like Sports Illustrated and the New York Times. He was only in the 5th grade at the time. Additionally, he's appeared on the television shows Good Morning America, The Ellen DeGeneres Show, and Steve Harvey for various occasions. He was even invited to perform during an Orlando Magic halftime NBA game. His hype reached new heights when he dropped 52 points in an incredibly hyped matchup against top-rated Kyrie Walker. After the game, the highlights were posted on YouTube and received 13 million views. Newman's 7th grade season saw him labeled as the most marketed 12-year-old basketball player in the world. He finished that season averaging 19.8 points, 10.2 assists, and 4.3 rebounds. When he was in the 7th grade in 2015, he became the youngest player in the history of the sport to earn 1,000 career points for the varsity team, and was certainly living up to the hype. He continued to dominate in the 8th grade, where he averaged 23.9 points, 11.4 assists, and 3.6 rebounds, solidifying his status as a high school basketball phenomenon while he was still in middle school. However, the efforts to market Newman's career were criticized by some media outlets who compared him to a child star. We all know how they ended up, but the efforts were certainly gaining attention with millions of views on his videos. By his sophomore year in high school, Newman had broken the Florida Prep scoring record, accumulating 3,873 total points. He moved to his father's newly established school in Orlando, Prodigy Prep, for his senior basketball season. Newman graduated high school in 2020 after a 7-year-long varsity basketball career. He finished with 6,246 total points. As a result, he's currently ranked 4th on the list of the all-time boys leading scorers in the country. Newman is also the nation's all-time three-point leader with 1,178, even though he's probably had to chuck up at least 10,000 air balls to achieve this.
Damn.
And the nation's all-time assists leader with 2,211. This one actually surprised me. At this point, however, things began to take a turn for the worst, because the majority of major ranking platforms failed to take him into consideration for the class of 2020, despite the praise and excitement that surrounded him. And Newman would soon find out that it takes more than just viral YouTube highlights to make it to the NBA. The next step in his life was intended to be attending college once he graduated from high school. However, it became abundantly clear that this would not be occurring anytime soon. There were claims by his father that Newman had 15 D1 college offers.
And what happened?
Newman himself has come out and said that's not true. But aside from his plan being to skip college to prepare for the NBA draft, a number of reasons, including his height, his ability to create shots, his level of competition, and his serious attitude issues, surfaced as significant contributors to his demise. Standing at 5'7", you can tell that he would eventually face challenges due to his height, impacting his performances in higher levels of competition. Not to mention that he's also unathletic. We've seen small players make it to the NBA like Nate Robinson, but he had freakish athleticism and could dunk and block shots. Two things Newman has never been able to do. Julian Newman's game revolved around contested three-pointers and a questionable shot selection which drew a lot of criticism. He takes the worst shots and ball hogs and only lets go of the ball in a heavily contested three-point or mid-range shot. If I were to describe Julian Newman in one meme, it would be...
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me.
You're not that guy.
It's
Damn.
painfully apparent that he plays for the camera and never takes the right shot, which hurts his team, and at times, they're even better without him. This brand of basketball can be elite on a local park, but won't get you anywhere near a D1 college offer, and even less so an NBA draft pick. And even his so-called strength, his dribbling, is not even a strength. He just shows off complex dribbles, but if you notice, he never creates any space. You could say he's more of a Harlem Globetrotter than an NBA prospect.
Damn.
He also doesn't possess that bounce to score at the rim. His timing is always off and mostly gets blocked. You can't have that kind of tunnel vision when you're small enough to fit through the tunnel itself. Not to mention that his shot is weird. He picks it up at his chest and has a questionable release. His dad always stood by him and encouraged him to take these shots, which didn't help him develop proper form. With all the criticism he faced with his underdeveloped Neanderthal-esque game, doubts were raised as to whether he could even play at the next level. If you went back and looked at the tape of Newman versus IMG, you'll see that he was easily shut down even when IMG wasn't giving it their all. Not to mention that his team looked drastically better when Newman was on the bench versus when he was on the floor. The same thing happened against Spire, where he got dominated by LaMelo Ball, who wasn't even trying. Against higher competition, he failed to live up to standard. And if you can't perform in high school, there is no chance you're getting a shot in the NBA. His on-the-court antics and attitude problem also further hindered his chances. He was always causing fights and acting and looking like a mix of a chihuahua and a pit bull. After a game, he could even be seen throwing a chair at his opponent at one point. His attitude alone would raise questions. Pair that with being 5'7", and you just signed a one-way ticket to only getting drafted to Wendy's. Julian Newman is
Nigga
currently
said
residing in Las
Wendy's.
Vegas,
Ain't no damn
which is a
way.
place that is far removed from the public eye. In addition to maintaining his presence on social media, he's been teasing the introduction of a YouTube channel as well as a one-on-one show that would be called Beat Julian Newman. It seems only fitting to me, considering that he has spent his entire life on the platform. However, despite the fact that his tale is now primarily focused on his catastrophic failure in basketball, we will never forget Julian Newman as that one boy who, back in the day, was a child genius and had quite the trip throughout his life. Regarding Julian Newman, I would be very interested in hearing your thoughts. And was there ever a point when you believed that he would be able to have a career in the NBA? If you liked this
Towards the
video,
end of his
check out my
career, I
video on
did,
the
but
huge
damn.
problem ruining the NBA that nobody has touched.
Alright, back. So, gang, unfortunately, man, you know what I'm saying? It sucks. You know what I'm saying? It fucking sucks. You know what I'm saying? When your whole life, man, you like, man, I'm gonna be this. As a little kid, that's the sad part. Because me doing YouTube, I've been doing YouTube since I was 20. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have myself, okay, when I grow up, I want to be the best YouTuber. I want to be the best gamer and rapper. I'm just going to be just the best. No, I didn't think that. I think like when I grew up, I was like, man, I'm going to be the best hood nigga. You know what I'm saying? On some hood nigga street shit. I didn't really think that I was going to be the best YouTuber to ever do it. I think I'm going to be the best hood nigga. You know, just a real street nigga. Working, doing hard hustle. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, time still can, you know what I'm saying? But still, you know what I'm saying? These niggas grew up like at 3, 2 years old, dribbling basketball. All they know is dribble, and shoot, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You gotta come from that mind frame. It's not like this nigga picked this shit up when he was like 12 and like, well, I'm actually pretty good at it. No! His dad done put him in basketball camp after basketball camp after basketball camp after basketball camp. Sold him this dream and said, hey, you gonna be one of the best basketball players that ever fucking do it. He made it low key during like college and high school to be one of the best to ever do it as far as scoring on some of that shit. But as far as the best basketball player ever, he's far from that. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say that. You know what I'm saying? You know, these niggas right here get so much opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Like a nigga like me, unfortunately, Munyon was the biggest downplay of going to basketball camps. Not meaning that I still could have been great as hell and been the best basketball player ever. But I wasn't thinking like NBA, being the best like that. I was thinking about being the best hood nigga. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, damn, this nigga got the opportunity to play in these positions and to get his skills so much better, and you still don't make it. You know what I'm saying? I understand, like, cause shit, nigga like me, I'd be like, damn, I might didn't make the NBA, but shit, look how successful I am. got the bread up, got the clout, whatever. But it's still like, damn, I know it's something eating back at him. Like, damn, I could have done so much better. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it be like that, you know? The hype not heightened. Your anger is angering. You know what I'm saying? You have off the court issues. You feel me? And people just don't like you. You know what I'm saying? It really is a big popularity contest. You know what I'm saying? When they were picking like the best players from their peers in the NFL, it really is a popularity contest. Cause it don't matter how good you is. You know what I'm saying? Once these motherfuckers say, oh, I don't like that nigga, I ain't picking that nigga at all. They can do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, bro, you know, Julian Newman have his off the court issues and fighting and shit. So of course the people in the NBA like, man, before that, we was thinking maybe we might draft him as our last pick. But now this nigga hitting niggas in the head with chairs and shit. Nigga, we can't pick this nigga up. He's short as fuck. He dribble basic. You know what I'm saying? Shot is off half the time. He might play good against the average Joe motherfucker. But we're going against 6'7", 6'11", 7'4" people and 8 feet people. Nigga, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like we heard from the video, this nigga not Nate Robinson. You know, he's not IT. IT was short as fuck, nigga. Shorter than me. Nigga making splash moves out here, nigga. One of the best, shortest niggas to do it. You know what I'm saying? He had the shot right. He didn't have that much anger issues. He was just doing what he had to do to play the game. You know what I'm saying? It's just injuries, you know what I'm saying? So imagine what IT could do at his short height. Imagine what Julian Newman could do. Not that much. You know, he not on the, this is IT. And this is Julian Newman. You know what I'm saying? That's a big difference. You feel me? Yes, she fast as fuck. For the average motherfucker, all that dribbling, you'll lose a nigga. Cause niggas ain't trying to trace no little kid around the motherfucking court. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Go this way, go that way. I do this. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't trying to do that shit. I'm gonna be honest, niggas be tired. You know what I'm saying? So you might cook a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Cause that cooked me right there doing all that dumbass goofy shit. But it's like, you know, you don't wanna just, you know, be a spectacle. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people are focusing on being a spectacle. And that's what I was saying about that Caitlin Clark. She's a spectacle. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what spectacle means is, you that it person for that one moment. For that one moment. So these niggas can make a money grab, make your name loud, and do everything, and they know they're gonna win big off you. For that one moment. After that, you done. You know what I'm saying? Spectacle. Then an organic motherfucker who come in that bitch been hustling, striving, going hard, putting that work in and out. Niggas know what they gonna get. He might not be the best nigga, but he got room for improvement. He might not be the best scorer, the best rebounder, but we can work with that. And compared to the next nigga, that nigga just shoot half-court shots and throw up fucking whoop-de-doos and fucking dribble around a motherfucking court. It might go in, it might go out, and he might get worse than what he is. He might get injured. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes people just be like, man, if I can give me an average double-double, nigga, that's all I care about. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them 59 points, nigga. We got somebody else. We got a team, nigga. You know what I'm saying? We got a team. Fuck that 59 points. You feel what I'm saying? We got all these motherfuckers who can score. You know what I'm saying? We don't need you to do all that. We just need you to do your job to double-double, couple assists, some rebounds, maybe some block shots and steals, and boom. We ain't got no defense. That's why I be trying to tell people, man, you might not be if Julian Newman has some fucking defense, if he was locked down, nigga, if he was just locked like a pleat planet, I said pleat, feet planted, hands out, ready for the work. Defense, steal. Yeah, but he's not like that. He's more of I'm in this moment, I'm finna make a show out of these niggas. I'm finna try to disrespect this nigga. I'm finna try to get on ESPN so they can talk about me type nigga. You know what I'm saying? This nigga, you know, that's why I be saying sometimes, man, the niggas who have the success at the beginning, you know, it's a little bit hard for them to to maintain that success because they get so used to it. You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't got everything that you wanted. Yeah, you get to the NBA, but shit, you don't got everything that you wanted to get out the NBA already. So what's the point? Oh, I made it to the NBA and then, okay, I did this. It's like some niggas don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? They live their dream. They stable. They can make that money on. They don't have to work no more. They good. Some niggas not worried about the rings and shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's just for the you know what I'm saying, the fancy shit. But I ain't saying it's not important. But you know what I'm saying? Get what I'm saying? Some niggas be like, man, I'm grateful just to be alive this long. You know what I'm saying? Any much longer shit, who knows? I'm just gonna live life and be successful. But it's still gonna be like, damn, you know, we still was hoping that you was gonna make it to the NBA. You might not would have won the ring, but you would have made it to the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Like LaMelo Ball, you know, LaMelo Ball. We all wanted LaMelo Ball to make it to the NBA. You know what I'm saying? He know he's good. We know he might get injured because he's injury prone before the NBA. You know, shit, Crip. We wanted LaMelo Ball to be in the NBA. He made it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. It's just like them superstars haven't been panning out. I think LaMelo Ball is the only one who panned out. You know what I'm saying? Bronny Williams didn't live up to success. He's going to, but he didn't live up to it. Mikey Williams still finding himself and shit, but I feel like he got a success story waiting. I feel like Julian Newman, man, he played too much to the people. You know what I'm saying? He playing too much for the people and not to himself. You know what I'm saying? If it was really by himself, he would have been hustling every day to get to at least the G League or go to the little, you know what I'm saying, little games and to prove himself. But I think he's just trying to live up for the people. The people gonna say, okay, you did good enough, or they just hating and he did what he did, you know. Like, you know, you gotta always finish what you done. You know what I'm saying? You don't wanna leave no stone unturned. Be like, what if I would have made it to the NBA? You know what I'm saying? I wanna be like, man, I made it to the NBA, or I died trying going to the NBA, or I had an end of season career, God forgive that, going to the NBA. You know what I'm saying? I don't wanna be like, well, I got comfortable. I made what I made, and I did what I did, and I just stopped, man. But I made something else moves and made it work. But you know what I'm saying? So hopefully everything works out for Julian Newman in the future. I don't know where he can get to no more now. You know, maybe G League or overseas if he really wants to try some shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I want to talk about, man. Julian Newman, man. Because we wonder what the fuck happened to Julian Newman. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I've been wanting that nigga to make it to the NBA. You know, any type of superstar success, little kids, you know, you be wanting to succeed, you know, because this is how it is, you know. But shit, you know, that's how it be sometimes, man. As long as he got his family and his friends out to some success hey, Crip. Hey, he doing what he doing, man. So hopefully shit works out for the positive, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. We out this bit. Hood, Northside, Creel, gangish.
Hey, Dad, you know, dog, when we link up, dog, this shit be legendary. You know this instrumental, you the engineer on it, so Kodak everywhere.